Gunduz Vassaf. He's a psychologist by profession. He's a former board member of the International Council of Psychologists. It's really great to have you with us, Gunduz. First of all, there's a reason why I think we use a lot of war terms when we're talking about the fight in this global pandemic. We use the term frontlines to talk about medical professionals that are dealing with patients with infections. We talk about it being a battle. There's a reason why we do that, because it's hard. Some of the people that we just heard in our report from our correspondent, John Brain, have talked about not just the emotional trauma, but sort of the physical effects of this. What can you tell us about what medical professionals are going through right now?
Thank you, Kilmany. May I just first say, as a world citizen, that I'm terribly disappointed that not a single nation state has asked the Security Council of the UN to convene, that there has not been a call for a ceasefire anywhere in the world. And what you mentioned as the frontline workers, the health personnel, we also have the food procurers that we need as much as the health personnel, and they certainly need to be tested. As far as the families goes, I would love to address the families, because the front line also, to use a military terminology, is the family. We have to keep the family healthy. And within the family, each one of us is a potential terrorist. If we're not careful, then we can pass on the disease to our family. But may I also say that this is possibly the first time in the history of our species that the families have been confined to such a degree, which gives us a fantastic opportunity to rebuild the family. Because once this crisis is over, it's the strength of the family that's going to carry us through. And in this confined space, if we don't bring out the best in each other, rather than looking upon our situation as being imprisoned, we will lose our immunity, in the sense that will bring on depressions. Depressions will lower our immune system. So we really have this wonderful opportunity to keep the family strong, to keep the family creating in terms of new relationships, games, creativity in terms of art, music, whatever. I'm sorry, I've gone on too long. You probably have more questions for me.
Goodness, you know what? I love to let you go on, because you just keep making one interesting point after another. But we will get one more question in. You make a really beautiful point about how this isn't a restriction. This is not an imprisonment. It's actually an opportunity for us, to rebuild the family. With that being said, it's very easy for a lot of us to go home on the weekend or stay in and binge watch a TV show, or maybe perhaps play a board game. But what is your advice to families out there about how they can build or rebuild their family units, again, to sort of prevent some of the things that we're seeing as a result of these quarantines, such as depression?
Thank you. I mean, first of all, I think in this confined space, we need our individual time and individual space, so that we can call a time out from being together, and for an hour, 45 minutes, whatever. We can read a book, or just stay silent, listen to music, whatever it may be. We need our own spaces. We should not invade each other, and by watching the news especially, making various judgments about what might happen in the future. The future is now, and now is keeping a healthy, happy family together.
Well, Gunduz Vassaf, we really appreciate you coming on and sharing your perspective with us. I think those are great reminders for our international audience everywhere. Thanks for that.